Hey guys, welcome back to LuvSumLanii. I know I've been MIA for a little bit, but I've been busy trying to get to that coin, I don't know if you guys know, I started working 2 jobs. Now I'm just here trying to figure out my life all over again. I am working 1 job now, and I'm working the job as a bartender. So yeah, I've been working the life as a bartender now, and I wanted to tell you guys the pros and the cons. These are my pros and cons. They may not match yours, but this is how I feel as a bartender, and I wrote down some of them, the pros and the cons. And if anything I missed, you guys can comment down below. Maybe you guys have a similar experience, maybe yours is a little bit better, but here's mine. Let's go. Let's start off with the cons. Obviously, we're gonna talk about the drunken, rude customers that I ain't got no time for, honey. Okay, a customer will come in, they're all nice, they're all like, hey, you're so beautiful, and I'm just like, okay, and then next thing you know, they have a couple of drinks and they start trying to tell you things that don't make no sense. Like, for example, one guy, I told him 17 million times that my name is Lonnie, my name is Lonnie, call me Lonnie or Kaylani. My name is not Egg Girl, Egg Gal. But yes, they would call me everything in the world except for my goddamn name. I think I've become accustomed to being called Kiki now, so whatever. Let's talk about the creepy ass bleep stalker customers that come back into the bar on a regular for you. Let's talk about the guys who come back and they sit in front of you, whichever side on the bar that you're at, they sit in front of you, try and make you do 50 million shots, and they're there every weekend for you. One guy came so regular to the goddamn bar that, like, the security guards at the bar started to think that he was my friend. Like, no, that's not my friend. I don't know none of these guys. None of these guys belong to me. Okay, come there, bother you, harass you, tell you you're beautiful 50 million times, tell you like, oh, I want to take you home, I can take you on a vacation, I can take you here, I can take you there, you just gotta leave your man. Or they'll tell you, oh, as soon as you leave your man, I'm here, but you have to leave your man, he can't leave you, and tell me a whole bunch of blah 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 under the sun. Even if I tell them I have a man, they don't care. They really don't care. Yeah, so that's another thing, being sexually harassed verbally. No one has touched me, thank the Lord, but verbally sexually harassed I have been. The long hours. And if you have a family of your own, you have a boyfriend, you have a child, you have children, whichever one it is, it's very draining. Around the times that people would work 9 to 5 jobs Monday to Friday, and the weekend is their time to wind down and relax. The weekend is the time for us bartenders and all the bars around the city where it starts to pick up, where everyone's like, okay, well, my work week is done, I'm trying to hit the bar and drink and hang out with the guys, hang out with the girls. And that's where it gets really busy. It takes away time from my relationship, also from my son. What I try to do is I try not to work a certain day. I'm not gonna tell you guys, come mind your business. I work one of the days at the weekend. I try not to work because I want to dedicate it to my family, whichever events that we may have or our family has. Just try and make that special time. And you just got to remember that as a bartender, because you are working 14-hour shifts, or maybe even longer, or shorter, and there may not be a time that you get to take a break. You're lucky if you even get a break. You're lucky if you even get to finish your meal. Sometimes you'll be sitting off in the corner trying to have a meal to yourself, and a customer that's a regular or a new, and they see that you're wearing the workplace uniform, and they're seeing like, okay, you work here, I need a drink now, make me a Caesar right now. And you're just like, what about the other bartender? You look over and you see that she's a bit slumped, and you're like, all right, cool. So you put down your food and you start helping her out or whatever, and next you know, you completely forgot about your meal and it's time to go home. So that's one of the things that's... All right, my camera stopped recording. I don't know who told it to do that, but bad camera. Anyways, I don't know what number I left off at, but my last con of working as a bartender is, well, for me, is the small change that we take home in tips. You're taking home a bunch of fives, a bunch of tens, nickels and dimes, loonies and toonies. If you guys are Americans and don't know what loony and toonies are, it's basically $1 and $2 coins. We don't have dollar bills. We haven't had those for years, or the $2 bills either, for many years. I think even before my time. Yeah, so when I gather all this change together, I basically have to go to the bank with this huge little plastic baggie filled with change, and I have to explain to the bank teller that I'm not a stripper. Like, I'm not a stripper. But what I started doing now, honestly, I just started throwing the change in my piggy bank. Or what I started doing is making this, like just throwing it in here. I got this from the dollar store, Dollarama. It's my little road trip fund or whatever, but it's not really road trip fun for me. It's just like, okay, if me or my spouse have to pick up something small, we're going to the gas station, we got to go to the store, buy a bag of milk for my son, because my son is 1 year old. We can just take it out of here. If we order a pizza and we're short like a $5-10, we just throw it in here. I think I took out the big money. There used to be big money in here, the hundreds, the $50 bills, but that's not in here no more, because they're doing renovation on our building, and I have construction men in and out of my apartment, and ain't nobody trying to get a come up off of me, baby. I ain't nobody's lucky day. Remember that. Or if you marry me, I might be the lucky day forever. My tongue. So now, do you guys want to hear the pros? Like the real pros, or my real pros? Let's get right into it. Let's talk about the money, because that money is good. That yekin, like, you know, is it yekin? Come on, my Philadelphians, like, you guys get that yekin, that yankin, whatever. You guys get that money is really good money. Like, honestly, a bartender on a slow night in tips, I can say you can see anywhere from as low as 150, and I mean 150 being low. If you're not, majority of tips are split through all the bartenders. So when you see people like, oh, I'm giving you a tip, we just take the tip and throw it into the tip jar overall. But on a slow night, you can make anywhere, like I said, from 150. On a crazy night, you can make anywhere from $600 plus, and you're coming home with that just on one night, and that's not including your base pay. That's just your tips. Another pro to working as a bartender, you meet some amazing people. And when I mean some amazing people, some people that you can have the same similarities about. You can sit down and talk to them. Like, if the bar is not too crazy, some people sit at the bar and actually have a conversation with you. One guy, him and his friends, they were of Guyanese descent, but his two friends were actually from Guyana, and he's Guyanese, but he's born in Canada, so he's very Canadianized, I should say. And he was talking to me about like the latest rappers. How did I feel about who were we talking about? I think was it Kanye's album? It was Lil Wayne's. It was Lil Wayne's album that just dropped like a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month ago. Don't quote me. Lil Wayne's album dropped after he was on lockdown for many years. Me and him were talking about that album, and then we started talking about one of my favorite rappers, which is Young Jeezy. We started going back and forth about some of his music, and at the ending of the night, he tipped me $70 and said, listen, you had a great conversation, you deserve this. And I was like, so that's one of the great people that you meet. And let's just not say because he tipped me that much, but another person that I met that was really great was this girl. She was a manager at a bank, a Scotia bank to be exact. I won't say her name, but she was talking to me and asking me what are some of my credentials on my resume and stuff, and she ended up exchanging her information with me, giving me open opportunities to be working at a bank. And I wouldn't mind working there, honey, because I'd rather have two than one job, because I'm trying to get this house. I'm trying to get that big body Benz. I don't even want a Benz, but whatever. Yeah, like honestly, I love just keep going. So I love meeting people who are gonna help me help myself, you know what I mean? So shout out to you, girl, and shout out to you, dude. Another thing for me that's a pro, it helps me with memory. On some of the busier nights, you can have anywhere from 50 people at the bar basically demanding their drinks right now, and you just got to be like, what? And on busier nights, some people will come to you and demand, like, I want 12 shots of porn stars, and I want one vodka and soda, and another one with vodka and tonic water, and another one I want some Ray and Nephew mixed with water but no ice, and another one with Ray and Nephew and water but with ice. And you have to remember all of that, and then right after all that's done, you gotta calculate all that math in your head, because in the nighttime they don't be really using the teller machine. You just gotta go off the brain. And my memory has never been the best in the past, but working at the bar, it's really improved. Another pro to working at the bar, the events that they have, the dress codes. One of my favorite dress codes I really liked was the all white one that they made all the bartenders wear white. They got us these little white tank tops. I can insert a clip from that night, a little small one, nothing too crazy. Here it is. What's up, guys? You see it? I know it's my face all up in it, but whatever. It was just a little clip, and it was when the night calmed down a bit. But yeah, they were all white. As you seen, there was like glow lights, so like my outfit was glowing, and I looked, you know, it looked cute. So I was feeling myself that night at the bar. Honestly, another pro for me would have to be my coworkers, my other bartenders who I work with. They honestly understand the hustle, they understand the drive, and we're here to support one another. If one person is like dealing with a rough customer, we're able to come to each other and say, hey, listen, this customer's giving me a hard time, can you help me out here? It's not really a dog eat dog world as people think it is. Bartenders, we make good money. We're not fighting over the tips, we're not anything. And honestly, sometimes your bartenders can become, or your bartender co-workers can become some of your closest friends you can talk to. Sometimes you may even get hired with one of your closest friends, and it's very beneficial, and they're very helping. Any drinks you don't know how to make, someone will help you. Honestly, the bartending ladies, love ya. And last but not least, of course, one of the best pros is my bosses. They're very understanding. What, my dentist is calling me. Hello, I'm great, how are you doing? They trying to tell me to clean my teeth. I already got an appointment on Tuesday. I thought they were trying to bump me up. They would have been like, come down. I'd been like, yeah, bitch. Anyways, like I was saying, last but not least, my bosses. Shout out to my boss. She's the bomb.com. Her husband, he's amazing. Honestly, they look like a bunch of teenagers doing it big right now because they are so youthful looking. They're so understanding and very appreciative. And I appreciate them, and they appreciate me. I hope so. Shoot. But anyways, with that being said, I love all you guys. I'm gonna conclude this video here because my thing, I don't know, my camera do it, but not shut off, how, but I'm gonna end this video right here. And you know what I always say, don't forget to love you some you and love you some Lanii. Hey, peace.